Hi, finally another MyTube, right? I'm to this. My apologies for not producing another episode of this series the past couple of weeks. Well, really, what happened was I had an episode recorded for April 17th. I recorded one, but I felt that nothing interesting. Well, I didn't really record the full thing. I recorded some topics of conversation, but I felt like it wasn't interesting enough, and I really didn't know what else to conversate about for the episode. I really had nothing else to say, so and I have been I got tired of putting so much pressure on myself for this, and it wasn't worth it. The pressure was not worth it. I mean, so I decided, heck with it. I'm not gonna put pressure on myself for something that's not worth it. Um, this is all in good fun. It's supposed to be in good fun and entertainment for myself and for people who watch. If anyone does actually follow, who knows? Um, so yeah, I decided to let the pressure go. If I can't come up with conversations, I can't come up with conversations. No big deal, right? If I don't put up a video, I don't put up a video. So I'm like, okay, 1 week without putting up a video, it's not gonna hurt. So then the following week, I just decided, I need a break. I need a break, so I I decided to go on a two week break. Um, it was it was sort of a break, but not really because I still uploaded one video. Um, but that video was pre-recorded already. So like really the past 4 weeks I haven't been uploading anything. One video a week. Um, but nothing in this series. So right now I really have nothing to talk about. I just want to explain that to you. I needed a I needed a break. And 2 weeks turned to three accidental. Um, I don't know if I just didn't have the time on that third week. Um, but now that I feel less exhausted, it did kind of help. Um, it helped not feel as stressed. So right now, I'm just gonna be adding that clip of that went on air that I taped a number of weeks ago. I'm just gonna insert it into this video and make it this week's episode. Um, and hopefully you all enjoyed it. So have fun with it. Hello everyone, and welcome to MyTube. It's 5:40 in the morning, I believe. Woke up about an hour ago. Took me a few minutes to crawl out of bed because I was trying to go back to sleep. I couldn't. Once I realized I wasn't gonna be able to fall back to sleep, I got up, and now I'm here taping this so that I can upload this video, this episode in the series later today. It's Wednesday. Wanted to talk about a few things. There's this one thing I hate where if there's something that needs to be fixed in the apartment and I can't do it myself, if it and it requires for me to call the landlord, and they'll just say, oh yeah, we'll send somebody, you know, tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes, you're waiting, nobody shows up. You're waiting, you're calling multiple times again. Is someone gonna come? Is somebody gonna come? yeah, they'll be there later, they'll be there later. It's like, you said they were gonna be here in the morning. They weren't here in the morning, obviously. I had to call you again at noon. They're not here by 2, 3 in the afternoon. You're thinking they're not gonna show up. They don't show up. You call around 4 or 5 in the afternoon. No, they'll be there tomorrow in the morning. They weren't able to. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse. And then they'll tell you they'll be there in the morning. Okay. The morning comes. They're not here at 9:30 or whatever time they tell you. They're here till 10:30 or 11, and they're like, oh, finally they're here. Now you have to wait for them to actually fix and blah. I hate this whole process. I hate it when something that I cannot fix myself because it's very difficult. It's something I might not understand. Um, because if it's something simple that I could get done, of course I'll do it myself. But certain stuff, you know, requires knowledge of certain things. Um, so yeah, that's just kind of frustrating for not just for me, but for my wife and the entire family because um, it's just frustrating to be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So it's very frustrating. It's not just here at this home. Like it goes back to when we lived over there um, before we moved into this apartment last May. Um, at that other house, I guess it was kind of worse because it was like whenever he found time, and sometimes it was like, dude, you need to fix this, and it has to be fixed right away. It would take about 2 weeks sometimes for him to come by and fix certain things, or he would tell us, oh, I want to put on a new fire alarm if in case, and we're like, okay, that's good, that's that's good, and he would take about a month to do so. Just every week be saying, oh, I'll go this Monday, I'll go this Monday, and it would never happen. But it happened a lot like that, so it was kind of frustrating. Like the light outside had to be fixed at one point, like, and it took them forever. Like, even to set up a light outside it took them forever, months. So yeah, it's just very frustrating when it's something you can do yourself. And over there was different because everything was like he had to do it because it was his place basically. Um, so yeah, it was just freaking frustrating. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, express my feelings for that. So I'm hoping nothing here is damaged anytime soon to the point where we need to make the call and then have us wait and wait and wait because I just don't have the patience for it. And then like usually they're like, well, there's no one available till that upcoming Saturday. So like if something happens where that needs to be fixed on a Sunday, it's like you gotta wait till like the next Saturday. It's like waiting a whole week of waiting. It's ridiculous. Um, to me, it's just not good. I gotta be honest. There's not a whole lot for me to talk about anymore. Um, and I don't want. I really didn't feel like. Well, there probably is more to talk about, but at occasions it slips my mind. And right now, I really don't feel like doing this video series. I really don't feel like I'm not in the mood, like to talk about stuff. Not in the mood to be, talking about it in this video. Why am I shooting it right now? Probably won't have time later on. Right now, my wife's asleep. Our daughter is asleep. So like the only perfect time. Um, and I'm not able to sleep like I said. Um, Probably just slept for like 2 hours. Um, there's stuff that other video I want to be working and editing on. So that probably those things are in my mind, and probably why I really, don't feel like, because I don't have anything to really rant and ramble on, and I guess that's why I'm not feeling it, because there's nothing that's frustrating me, angering enough for me to be like really wanting to like express myself in this video. There's nothing, like really there is nothing that upset me this week or last night or today. There's nothing, like, honestly there's nothing that upset me, so it's gonna be a very uninteresting video, and I do apologize. So I guess I'm just kind of making this one because it's like I said that every single week I would do one, and I know that's a poor reason to be doing it, but I gotta keep my word, I guess. Not that it really matters, because it's just YouTube. Who really cares? I don't have large subscribers numbers, so who really gonna care? But just for me to know, that I did it like I said I would. So here it is. Um, yeah, that's about it. Let me see if I can find something interesting for me to talk about before, I end this. I don't want to end it like that. Just let's go with this subject, I guess. Um, when was it? Monday afternoon or whatever time it was. Who cares about the time, right? Monday, this week, Best Buy. This is what I dislike the most. I wouldn't say I hate it, but I dislike it. Where you're at a store, like a Best Buy, and you're asking a worker, do you have this, blah, 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 blah. And they really, like, they don't have it legitimately, so they try and sell you on something else, and then you're not looking too confident in their eyes about wanting to buy it. Um, oh, but it's the same thing, kind of, or like it's better or whatever they're trying to sell you on, and I'm not buying it. Like, I'm not. I'm not. Like, I don't mean like I'm not gonna buy it. I mean like I'm not buying what they're saying. Like I'm not too confident in what they're, because that's not what I want. But you might agree to getting it. At the end, whatever. But they're blah blah blah, and they're right in your face, and they don't really, give you the minute or time to like actually pay attention to what it is in front of you and focus on reading what the box says or whatever, and really knowing what it is that's there, and you're kind of like thinking, well, go away so I can like decide, or so like me and my wife can talk it out and be like, oh yeah, this is why this is a good idea, or why it's totally bad idea, or what my concerns about the product is, or her concerns. Can't really have that conversation with a worker there. It'd be kind of like awkward. It's like, go away. So like, I mean, I get it. They're trying to sell you something, and they're really trying to help. He was. I'm not dissing him for that. He seemed very helpful. But my issues is like, if you don't have the thing I'm asking you for, just say no, we don't have it, and like go away. Like, really, that's just how I feel. I mean, and then like. There's something else that I was gonna say about it. God, my memory just isn't sharp. I don't know if it's the less amount of sleep, the the memory falls apart. I had something else to say about that matter. I also wanted to spend more time with my daughter and my wife and my family, so and spend less time doing this. Um, so I haven't been able to do that. And like I said, now I'm a lot less tired than I was compared to a number of weeks ago. Exhausted I'm always going to be because of work and raising a daughter and stuff, but this whole thing was just adding unnecessary stress to it. So now, am I ready to go on this full board? I don't think I'm ever going to be ready, to be honest, because I'm somewhat, I don't know what it is. You know what? You guys don't even need to hear this. Just, I hope you enjoyed your video, my video. You see, I can't even get things set properly. It's noticeable. I don't know. It's the tiredness. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, y'all. Good night.